Working out geometric patterns for mosaics isn't that difficult, so long as you keep the process very simple and always look for an easier way to do it. So now we're just going to have a look at one of the most basic patterns, a double strand guilloche, and show you how you can set that up.
A few basic instruments: compass, protractor, set square, short and long ruler, and some coloured pens for filling in. Here's the pattern, 2-strand guilloche. Basically it's like 2 plaits of hair. We refer to this one as a 3-colour strand because it has 3 lines available for the colours. Thing to notice, the single white tesserae, referred to as the centre tesserae, they're quite important because they give you your gauge for the dimensions of the whole border. Start with a sheet of plain paper, put a dot right in the centre. Don't use graph paper, it's not a good idea, it's too restrictive. You need to be able to envision things in your own head and see them being created on a blank surface rather than just following lines on the sheet of paper that have already been put there. From your centre dot, I want you to draw 6 tesserae which correspond with the size of the tesserae you're using, or scale them down. Notice that the one over the centre dot, the centre tesserae, is set as if it were a diamond shape. Then the rest of them go out at 45 degrees from there to the left or the right, it doesn't really matter. And then I want you to draw a circle which encompasses all of them, with the spike of the compass set on your centre dot and the lead of the compass actually out at point B there. Draw a horizontal line through your centre dot, which is point A. Now, to work out where the next centre tesserae on the horizontal line is going to go, take a measurement from A, which is the centre dot on the line, out to the edge of B. So in fact the measurement you're taking A to B is 5.5 tesserae. Now this measurement you times by 1.5. So if, say, the measurement from A to B is 10 centimeters, then along the horizontal line A to C would be 15 centimeters. Okay, there's your calculation at the top. A to C equals A to B times 1.5. When you have the centre point on either side, then just you go back to the circle, which was A to B, and draw some more of those. At this point you might find it helpful to actually draw in your centre tesserae further along the line. Okay, now we start drawing in the pattern. Start vertical to one of the centre tesserae at the top of the circle. You can see that line goes down 45 degrees and it curves around the bottom of the next centre tesserae. Note that the curve goes round to this side, to the side where you started from. Don't loop it over the top of that tesserae. It's very easy with these patterns to actually make a mistake at this point and then compound the mistake all the way along. Continue this all the way along the top, just remembering to loop them round the bottom of the centre tesserae that they're going on to. Just make sure, if you need to add in, that all the lines, the top pattern lines, join up. Do the same for the bottom lines. What you will find it easy to do is just turn the paper round, that way you don't get too confused. I usually just add a couple of lines top and bottom and that finishes this off. Okay, this is a pattern, this is all you need. What we're going to do now is look at a bit more of a long shot and do it a little bit quicker. Okay, A to B, 5.5 tesserae, work out A to C, get those points all the way along the line. Draw in your overlapping circles all the way along the line. Draw in the top part of the pattern, then turn your paper round and draw in the bottom part. Then all you need to do is line at the top and the bottom, and if you've been using pencil, it means you can just rub out the internal lines on there, and as you can see, it's all done. Two measurements that you need to know for this pattern, that is the width, so from the centre tesserae out to the edge, double that, that's your width, and between the centre tesserae on the horizontal line. So remember that measurement was whatever the centre tesserae out to the edge times that by 1.5, and that is the measurement between the centre tesserae and the horizontal line. If you want to know any more, take a look at the website. There are a number of articles on there, and there is also a manual which takes you through all aspects of Roman mosaic work, including how to set out the geometric patterns.